Are you a parent struggling with a child that has low self-esteem and absolutely no confidence? Maybe they're depressed, they're not trying hard, unmotivated. How do you think they feel? Unworthy, like they're not enough, like nobody loves them. This can be detrimental to a child's growth in their future. So today, I want to spend a few minutes trying to help you try to get through to them and coach them into having more self-esteem and self-confidence. This process takes time. Nobody's snapping their finger and having their child with amazing self-confidence and a lot of self-esteem. A lot of parents try to think that there's a silver bullet to parenting, and they'll try something for a couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks. It doesn't work, so they give up. We can't give up. We have to keep pushing forward. Change takes time, especially when we're dealing with a disconnected teenager. Okay? And to build up their self-esteem, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort. A lot of parents will try to offload this to a therapist or a psychiatrist or something, hoping that they can give them that quick fix in that moment, because our parenting lives have become so stressful and riddled with anxiety and fear, and we just want our child to be normal, whatever that means in your world, in your dictionary. Okay, we want them to be happy, we want them to be successful. But getting through to them is very challenging. So today we're going to work on a little bit of self-esteem. So why don't children have high self-esteem? Why don't they think a lot of themselves? Well, there's a couple of different reasons. Okay. The first thing, we're going to talk about 3 right now that we kind of do as parents because we don't know any better. We love our child. We have their best interests at heart. However, sometimes that best interest turns into things that they don't accept because they see it as a form of control. So the first thing that parents do for their children that kills their self-esteem and doesn't let them build confidence in themselves is we do everything for them. My parents did for me all the time when I was younger. I didn't finish up a book report. My mom would help me with it. And that's how parents work, because we don't want our children to be hurt. It starts at a young age. Tying their shoes, cutting their food, putting their jacket on, zipping it up, putting their hat on. We do everything for them. And it doesn't allow them the chance to try things on their own. Okay, so that's the first mistake parents make. And we don't know. It's not our fault. Our parents did the same things to us, so we just do them to our children, because I guess we didn't turn out too bad, did we? Or maybe we did. So number 2 is, as they get a little bit older, or even when they're younger, we answer all of their questions. And I know as parents, we know we have all this wisdom and experience from our own life. And when our child asks us a question, we're ready to jump in and give them that answer. Because maybe it feeds our egos a little bit. We want to show our child that we're intelligent. Or we want to save them the struggle of finding the answer themselves. The old adage about not reinventing the wheel. Okay? So when we answer all their questions, it doesn't allow them to get some answers for themselves and build up their self-esteem. And the third one is when we speak to them with language that's dogmatic, that feels belittling. And again, we don't know what we're doing this. We're doing our parenting thing and we're just trying to help them. But sometimes that help comes in the form of control and pushing, which leads to tremendous amount of pressure on our children. We don't even realize we're doing it. For example, when your child brings home a bad report card or a bad grade, as parents, what are we programmed to say to them? Was that the best you could do? I know you could do better. You didn't give it 100%, did you? What happened? This words and these language creates a child that has no self-esteem because they feel like they're never enough. How would you feel if every time you did something at work, your boss said those things to you? Is that the best you could do? I know you could do better. You're not a C student. You're an A student. You're just not trying hard enough. Those are the things that make our children feel small and that squashes their self-esteem. And this starts at young ages because we're just so programmed as parents to want to push our kids to be successful and push them to be more, fulfill maybe some of the dreams that we had that we couldn't accomplish for one reason or another. We want our children to be more successful. For what reasons? Maybe so they can support us someday so we don't have to work as hard. I don't know. There's a million reasons why we push our children. So those are the 3 reasons. Doing everything for them, answering all their questions, and the language we use when they don't do something that meets our expectations. Belittling. Yeah, I'm going to try that again. Belittling them. Okay? So now I want to share with you 3 things that we can start doing today and build upon this for the next couple of weeks, months, years. Because like I said, it's not an overnight thing. We have to be consistent with any action we take. Consistency is what our children need to have that self-esteem and that self-confidence to become mature and successful adults in their own eyes and find their own self-worth and not have their self-worth determined by us or any external people out there in the world. So the first 3 things we're going to talk about here to get your child to build more self-esteem is stop rescuing them. Like I said, doing everything for them, stop rescuing them. Let them fail. Let them figure things out. Let them solve their way out of their own problems. When they do that, then you can praise them. Okay? So stop rescuing them. They come home with a issue at school. Let them try to figure it out. Okay? Having problems with friends. Let them try to figure it out. But be there to support them. Because most of the time, the next one is asking questions. When they ask us questions, we're always giving them answers. So we need to start asking them questions when they ask us a question. Don't always be there to give them that advice. Okay? Because most of the time, when we're talking with them, we're always jumping the gun and giving them the advice, answering their questions. But now, number 2 is we want to ask them questions. Mom, I can't figure this problem out. Well, what is one step you could take in order to figure that problem out? Okay? When they ask us a question, we want to throw a question back at them. How would you go about, figuring out that? Or, I have some ideas about that question you just asked me, but why don't you think about it yourself, and then we'll regroup in a little while, and we'll share our ideas and see which one may work the best for you. Okay? Allowing them to come up with their own ideas to problems and challenges in life builds a lot of self-esteem. It allows them to problem-solving skills and coping skills, which quite a few kids don't have these days because we're always doing for them. Okay? And the third thing, when they do something good, because we're always looking for the bad, when they do something good and they're proud of it, praise them for it. Don't overpraise, but be specific. They made this beautiful project. Maybe it's it's a castle. I don't care what it is. And it's like, wow, I can't believe, it's amazing the detail you put into that moat around the castle, the water and how it looks. It's so real. And as they get older, you can influence in the same ways with the same praising, when they come home with a test and whatever it is, it's like, wow, that is a really hard test. I can't believe you answered that second problem like that. That's incredible. Specific. Praise them for specifics. And that's how to build self-esteem. Okay? Don't rescue them. Ask them questions. Let them solve their own problems. And then when they do something good that they're proud of, praise them for it and be specific. So they know what they did. Alexa off. And an alarm set. And that's about it. There's another video up here if you're interested. Sign up for my YouTube channel, richiepryor.com. You can get a free class on coaching your teens to success. And that's it. Bye. Hey, Richie Pryor here from the Relationship Academy. If you like this video and you think others would benefit, please share it. If you want to see more of these videos, you can subscribe below. Bye.